I impersonate an arms dealer and sell weapons online. Unexpectedly, there are really foolish and terrifying terrorists who fell for it, and I successfully swindled 1 million. Is my behavior considered illegal or criminal? Yesterday I was just bragging online about having a batch of military weapons that urgently need to be sold. I didn't expect that someone claiming to be a warlord from the Golden Triangle would add me that same evening, and directly transferred $1 million to me, saying it was a deposit. I didn't even think about it. I just took the deposit and disappeared. 2.5 days later, a news on the internet in the country of flames instantly surged to the top of the trending searches. Overseas terrorists report and strongly criticize being deceived by people from the inflamed country. Received his $1 million deposit and still haven't delivered the goods. Demand the Yen Kingdom police to give an explanation. Immediately after that, the police also issued a notice. Today, the case of the overseas terrorist organization leader reporting Qin Yang for fraud has been filed for investigation. According to the informant, this order consists of 10,000 AK-47 rifles, 202 heavy machine guns, and 200 sets of RPG rocket launchers. The transaction amount is huge. Netizens were dumbfounded when they saw this news. Oh my, can someone like this still become a terrorist leader? I estimate that he often transferred money to Qin Shi Huang online. I'm dying of laughter. These two individuals are both talented. This is an attempt to scam weapons using a deposit. I didn't really intend to send you one. General Caesar of the Golden Triangle turned green in the face after seeing these comments on the video. He was indeed thinking of using a deposit to deceive for weapons. I didn't expect the other party to be even more ruthless. They didn't even consider delivering the goods to him. Caesar looked at the video and angrily commented below, "Do you still have any sympathy? He is committing fraud. It is a blatant crime." This comment caused an uproar. Ha ha ha, it cracked me up. Is the person upstairs the big idiot? Big brother, do you still need weapons over there? I don't want more. 500,000 will do. I'll get you an aircraft carrier. 7-day no reason return. Dear, at this moment, I am sitting in the interrogation room undergoing investigation. Police officer Wu Gang looked at the information in his hand, then looked at me. Feeling a bit confused, he took the lead and asked, "You simply deceived the other party out of $1 million. Did the other party never doubt you from the beginning?" Cough. We are all cultured individuals. How can I call this a scam? Wu Gang looked speechless. Isn't this considered cheating when you've already taken the money? I innocently said, I didn't say I wouldn't deliver it either. He also didn't set a delivery time. How can this be a scam? Wu Gang curiously asked. So, how did you say it that made him believe you? 1 million is not a small number, I reluctantly said. I just found a few pictures online and posted them to show off. Who knows if there really are idiots who believe it? Don't you know that selling arms is a serious crime? I haven't even shipped anything. How can this be considered selling? I am a law-abiding citizen. We must firmly refrain from engaging in illegal activities. Wu Gang's face turned black after listening. Secretly, he gave me a thumbs up and then left the interrogation room. After he went out and reported the situation to several leaders. Several people looked at each other and felt a bit of a headache. Wu Gang helplessly said, "How should we handle this matter?" They explained it very clearly. You say he's a fraud, but he says it's not yet time to ship. Say he sells weapons, but he hasn't sold any yet. Several people discussed for half a day with no results. They know that those warlords are not good people. I was ultimately acquitted. Before leaving, Wu Gang couldn't help but remember not to go abroad during this period, especially to go to the Golden Triangle generation. The moment I was acquitted, it quickly became a hot topic. My Douyin account has also been exposed, and the number of followers keeps skyrocketing. At this moment, I just returned to the rental house. A strange sound suddenly came into my mind. Congratulations to the host for accumulating enough attention and successfully activating the system. System reward, boasting comes true once. The military weapons mentioned by the host earlier have been placed in the system space. Warrior level war consciousness, gain physical enhancement and various firearms knowledge. The higher the attention obtained by the host, the rewards in the system will become more abundant in the future. I heard a series of ding-dong sounds in my mind. The mouth is almost stretched to the roots of the ears. This sound is truly wonderful. A golden light flashed in my eyes. It's time to make use of these rewards and do something big. I carefully pondered for a while. The Golden Triangle is temporarily inaccessible. Caesar at this moment probably wishes he could flay himself and pull his tendons. I quickly tidy up and board the plane to Syria. As for why choose Syria? Of course, it's because this place is chaotic enough. Not only are there lackeys from various countries, and there are extreme terrorist organizations, private armed groups, and the like. However, the more chaotic a place is now, the better it is for me. After arriving at the destination, I went straight to a hotel and settled down. After ensuring that the door is locked, I excitedly took out the weapon and started playing with it. Wow, I've only seen these things on TV before. They're really exciting. However, my own arsenal is still a bit inferior compared to those high-end mercenaries, but in a place like Syria, it's enough. At this moment, I started to feel melancholic again. System, oh system, can't you just get me to assistance? I now have the equipment, and I also have the strength, but one person can't possibly take on several hundred people on their own. At this time, the system voice came again. Congratulations to the host for reaching 500,000 followers. Reward 10 super soldiers. My eyes suddenly lit up. This system is really worth it. Whatever you want, you get, in an instant, 10 soldiers, each standing at a height of 9 meters and dressed in camouflage combat uniforms, appeared before me. One look and you can tell they are elite soldiers. Impressive. With these 10 warriors, what big things can't be accomplished? I directly named them from number 1 to number 10. 10 soldiers are kneeling on one knee. Thank you, Lord, for bestowing a name upon me. I helped each of them up and said, in the future, we'll be brothers. Just call me boss. The Lord and such are completely unnecessary. 10 soldiers' eyes flashed with a hint of excitement. They are not clones, but genuine human beings. My words instantly warmed their hearts. I distributed equipment to them, each person with an AK-47. There is also a rocket launcher on the back. In the hands of the first person is a M700 sniper rifle. Looking at the well-equipped warrior in front of me, I am very satisfied. Took out my phone and quickly filmed a video to send to Douyin. Of course, it is also specifically noted that it is a model prop. It would be bad if the account gets banned. The subsequent system rewards will be gone. At this time, it is exactly 8 p.m. in China, which is the most active time. My video went viral in just a few minutes. Fuck, is this the big brother of the overseas terrorists? What the hell are all those mercenaries in the video? Oh my god, really? I thought you were a fraudster, but it turns out you are an arms dealer. Good guy. AK-47, hand grenade, rocket launcher, and there's the M2 heavy machine gun. Who would believe that your note is just a model? Did you see the IP address of the Big Brother? Syria? Big Brother, this is going to cause trouble. This discovery has caused the entire internet to explode. The police station is also extremely busy with this matter. That young man before was really an arms dealer. Did you find any trace of Qin Yang? Wu Gang's mouth twitched as he looked at the report in his hand. Director, this morning Qin Yang flew abroad, and it seems like the place I'm going to is Syria. Wow. Now everyone present is silent. Originally thought I was a bronze. Didn't expect to be a big shot. The director sighed and said, forget it. Let's continue to keep an eye on it. We can't control it that far. Let him fend for himself. Wu Gang is also very headache. Why are young people nowadays not obedient? A while ago, after 5 high school students failed their college entrance exams, they directly went out and became mercenaries. Still haven't found it yet. And now there's another one. What's even more outrageous is the equipment in the video and those 10 soldiers. Thinking about it gives me goosebumps. I watch my number of followers continuously increase. The mouth is almost stretched to the roots of the ears. Just don't know when the next reward will be. I used all my savings to buy 3 used off-road vehicles. The previously deceived 1 million funds are still in a frozen state. It will take some time to transfer to an overseas account. In order to temporarily support my 10 brothers, I directly registered a mercenary group and took on the first mission. Help a small town defend against enemy attacks. Commission $500,000. Seeing that the task was so simple, I didn't even think twice and took it on directly. But when I arrived at my destination, I was completely confused. What a town is this? Clearly it's a ruin, and the distance between the enemy's troops and ours is just a few streets. Just then, my phone rang. I took it out and looked at it in surprise. Surprisingly, it's my own high school class monitor. Hello, Captain. What made you think of calling me? Qin Yang, did you block the group again? Our high school classmates gathering. Only you haven't come yet. We are now at a restaurant near your house. Is there any time to come over? I smiled and said, sorry, squad leader, I may not be able to go. I am currently fighting in Syria, about to engage in combat. The corner of the monitor's mouth twitched. Qin Yang, if you don't want to come, then don't come. Using this kind of excuse is really ridiculous. Just then, the opposing army suddenly launched an attack, and a rocket exploded right next to the wall beside me. The monitor's phone happened to be on speaker mode. Upon hearing this rumbling sound, everyone was completely confused, and the squad leader's mouth twitched slightly. This kid went all out to avoid coming to the class gathering. It sounds like a war is going on. On the other end of the phone, I crawled out of the ruins and spat out the dirt in my mouth, directly throwing the phone on the ground. You motherfucker. I'm making a phone call. You fucking sneak attack. Number 1. Where is my rocket launcher? Bring it over quickly. Number 1 also handed over the rocket launcher at this time. I'm holding a rocket launcher and aiming it straight ahead. After casually dropping the rocket launcher, I angrily shouted, "Put all the M2 heavy machine guns on for me. I have given face to all of you. This is my explosive temper. I haven't even said anything yet, and you dare to hit me." I and the others, including No. 1, started wildly firing with heavy machine guns. The heavy machine gun fired with its tongue of fire, causing the opposition to be unable to continue. The enemy soldiers are all confused. Wasn't it said before that this area was all militia? Is this firepower you're telling me about the configuration of the militia? This series of blows directly stunned the opponent, all trembling, hiding behind cover. The classmates on the other end of the phone were all stunned. Oh my god, is he really going to fight in Syria? It sounds like there's a fire nearby. Come on, you dog thing, don't hide, come out and fight. Why don't you dare to come out now after using sneaky tactics and not abiding by the rules of fair play? I accidentally stepped on a phone while I was shooting wildly. The phone was hung up directly. The classmates who are currently gathering no longer have the mood to gather. Everyone looked at each other, and in the end, they chose to call the police. Then my online presence exploded again. Just had a conversation with the class monitor and it was recorded. Unfortunately, it was also uploaded online. This is good now. Everyone knows that the big brother who scammed the terrorist for $1 million is actually on the battlefield in Syria. Netizens are once again confused. This big brother is really amazing. 2 days ago, I scammed terrorists out of 1 million. I became the leader of mercenaries as soon as I went abroad. With the bonus of a warrior-level war consciousness, the battle on my side is also coming to an end. Just as I was about to turn around and announce the results of the battle to my comrades, Number 1, holding a telescope, suddenly shouted, "Boss, the enemy has reinforcements coming." I saw 2 armed helicopters flying over. I looked up and shouted in alarm, quickly signaling everyone to disperse and hide inside the building. Damn, you guys really think highly of me. I only have 10 people here. Your mother's bringing 2 armed helicopters over. Can't you handle it? This 500,000 is really fucking hard to earn. Number 1, bring me my rocket launcher. Number 2, you are responsible for recording. I feel like this is going to be popular again. By the way, remember to add subtitles for the game footage. Just as I was about to shoulder the rocket launcher and prepare to fire, the phone on the ground rang again. I picked it up and saw that it was from Officer Wu. "Hello, Officer Wu. What's the reason for calling me with such a good mood?" Wu Gang was a little anxious. "Why is it so noisy over there? I saw the uploaded recording online. You're not really in Syria, are you, kid? Wait, why do I still hear the sound of a helicopter? What the heck are you doing, kid?" So, I'm traveling in Syria, and what you guys hear are all sound effects from the game. Those old sicks in the game have no sense of sportsmanship. They come at me with a cannon without saying a word. Now they even have 2 armed helicopters. It's simply too much of a provocation. Officer Wu, let's talk later. I'll shoot down the 2 helicopters in this game first before saying anything else. I hung up the phone after I finished speaking. Wu Gang's face turned black after listening. After all, I have received an education. Do you think I would believe the nonsense you're saying? Still gaming? This game is fucking too realistic. I lifted a rocket launcher on my shoulder and shouted loudly, "Number 1, let's go. Don't give them a taste of our strength. These bearded men really think we're pushovers." Immediately after, Number 1's direct shot hit the tail wing of the helicopter. This sudden attack instantly panicked the already unprofessional driver. The helicopter tail fin is damaged and starting to shift. Immediately after, I lifted the rocket launcher and aimed it. Then I pulled the trigger directly. With a whoosh, the rocket flew out. In the terrified eyes of the driver, a small mushroom cloud appeared in the sky. The enemy squad leader, upon seeing reinforcements arrive, had no time to rejoice before witnessing the armed helicopter in the sky being bombarded by rockets. After hesitating for 2.5 seconds, he directly dialed the leader's phone number using a satellite phone. "Boss, it exploded. It exploded." The boss replied disdainfully, "Isn't it just right if it explodes? This armed helicopter is something I spent a lot of money on. I can't even blow up a small town. I wasted my money." The enemy squad leader stammered and said, Boss, our helicopter was bombed by someone else." This news directly shocked the enemy leader. "What? Are you saying my helicopter was bombed? Isn't the other side just a group of militia?